Okay, guys, we're live. I'm Big John here in Alaska. If you're new to any of my live streams, I typically try to start out with a topic and then I just run through the topic for the first 15, 20 minutes to half an hour. Today is just a rant. Really sit around and wait until it gets fixed. I might have to, but yeah, I'm struggling here. So, yeah, we're going to take a ride around town. It's a beautiful sunny day. I just got out of an interview and it's kind of like a preemptive type interview. It wasn't an interview where they actually had any jobs available at the moment, but here in Alaska, we like to set the stage for, maybe later on down the road. So, yeah, let's see if I can get this adjusted up a little bit better. Yeah, that'll be all right there, I think. Okay. But yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Anchorage, and I wanted to just ride around a little bit because I'm on the south side. We usually call it the sunny south side because they get a lot of sun over here, and it's just a really nice place to live. So yeah, we'll just cruise around, see where the road takes us. Brum, brum. Let's go this way, see what's going on over here. There we go. Let you guys see what things look like here in town today. It's sunshine, it's out, it's absolutely gorgeous. Big bump. It's really quiet right now because there's not a lot of tourists up here yet. They come up sometime here in the next month or so, and then this place gets really, really freaking busy. Now, like I said, I have been out here looking for jobs, looking for work. But yeah, so I might find a place just randomly as I drive around, somebody that's looking for somebody that needs help. I am a truck driver. I drive dump trucks in the summer. In the wintertime, I typically haul snow. And unfortunately, all that money ran out, and I'm kind of stuck in a pickle right now, just trying to get back up on my feet. And of course, when you're broke, my wife's Jeep decided it was gonna break down last night with a transmission issue. Now we got to try to fix her Jeep and get it going again. And that's the nicer of the three vehicles we have. And of course, it's got to break down when we're struggling financially. So I don't know. And I've been doing a lot of fasting to lose weight, and now I'm kind of fasting because we don't have money for food. It's just I don't know what's gonna happen here. It's one of Anchorage's many roundabouts. We got a lot of these little roundabouts in town. They did this to alleviate a lot of the rush hour traffic type of flow. Gonna take a trip on over by where my old truck was parked because I don't think it's gonna be ready to go, and it's time to kick off the season here. So it's kind of an industrial type neighborhood. That's a cool looking pickup truck there. Wow, that guy spent some money on that one. Mad Max. So when you scoot off in the industrial parts of town, you can see a whole bunch of stuff. Like there's a snow machine junkyard over here. This other person on the left-hand side, they got a whole bunch of stuff just stockpiled in the back of their place. My old truck's gonna be up here in a little bit. But yeah, so far all the dump trucks that I'm used to seeing move around, they're not moving around. Boss man's pickup truck's in there. Well, I don't know. My truck's not sitting there, and nobody's been answering my phone call, so I don't know where it might have gone. Hopefully it's in the shop getting fixed, like soon. Because if I have to rely on that truck, I mean, that's putting me out for quite a while. It's okay though. One way or the other, I'd be more than happy to go back to work for that guy because he's a real good guy. It's like working for a family. But if something else should pick up, then I'll jump on that too. And he understands. We we all know how money works up here in Alaska. It's just sometimes you're in it and other times you're struggling to find it. And right now there's a lot of people out struggling to find it. Truck there. Just eyeballing big trucks because I mean I'm not picky. I'll drive a truck, any kind of truck, as long as it pays right. You know, I won't drive a truck for like 15 or 16 bucks an hour. That's just going backwards in life. You can get a job at frickin' McDonald's up here getting paid $15 to $16 an hour. And then they'll want to work you part-time. Seeing who might be new in the neighborhood. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, where to go from here? Oh, we got the street sweepers out. Now these street sweepers kind of crack me up because you never see them roaming around town at night. You'll see them out here doing their thing in the daytime, but never at nighttime because these guys don't want to work at night. Some of these outfits they're actually, you know, run by the state. This outfit here is run by a company called Connect Sweeping. And they're really, really hard. They're really tight vehicles to fit in. So tall people, I mean, you might as well not want to apply for them because those vehicles are so freaking tight. You're sitting right on top of the steering wheel when you're running those things. Okay, it's a beautiful day. The leaves are coming out. The sun is shining. I'm going to turn left. Head on over this way. Nobody coming, yay! I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know about you guys. When you're trying to find work, do you guys find it like really, really frustrating, you know, trying to apply for jobs online? You know, because every website's different. They all want different criteria. And then quite often they all have a little hidden button that you miss and you have to go back through the entire process all over again. But when you're applying for trucking jobs, you're filling out a freaking book every time. And it's a lot of stuff. I mean, you got to do the last 7 years of your work history. Then they usually want a bunch of references, and then they want professional references, and you know, they want to go back through your career and call every single person you ever talked to, and yeah, there's a whole lot that goes into this stuff. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we're cruising around Anchorage, Alaska. You know, the scenery has changed within the last 3 days. I mean, when the leaves start popping, it just comes all green really fast. And this is a beautiful side of town. It's on the south side. It's all the newer homes. All right, let's see. Granny's Guns. Never heard of that store before. Granny's Guns. Buy, sell, trade, and ship. Huh. Interesting. CNT fire protection. Aha. I like that first thought of the day. The worst part is everyone wants you to see letters now. That wasn't when I was younger. Yeah. Yeah, it's just frustrating trying to find jobs anymore. I mean, even if you're just trying to find a regular podunk type job, they want you to apply online. Yeah, but then you're like ghosted. It's like, okay, I went through all this work to apply. Not everything autofills into each application because every application requires something completely different. And then you just hit send, it's gone. And then you never hear from them again. And you call them and they act like, you know, you're in their way when you call them. Like, oh, you're wasting my time. And I don't know. I don't like the whole process these days. And I think the frustration for a lot of these people not going back to work is a lot of these people don't have access to a computer, so they have to apply on their cell phones. And then a lot of these websites, they're not even set up to apply for a job on their cell phone. And if they are, there's like bits and pieces that are missing. The screen times out or the battery dies. It's just, yeah, it's horrible. So I don't know. I mean, I could apply for a job up on the North Slope, but it's summertime up there too. So, I mean, I don't even know what I do up there this time of year because it's slowing down up there. It slows down in the summer on the North Slope. But I have to go back and get my hazmat. Since I don't have any money, it's not so easy as to just go down and get your hazmat. All these campers, they're up for rent. They'll be gone soon. People fly up here and then they just take off with them. They go all over the state with these campers and just rent them out. It's not cheap. It's pretty expensive. Alright, let's see what's over here. It's always something to do, always something to see. Job with some guys over here on this side of town through the winter, and they just stopped calling me. I don't know. I tried to call them, and then they just seem like they don't need help anymore. It's like, okay, well, that's all right. I see some dump trucks moving around. Now, right now, we got road restrictions on, and that kind of slows us down when it comes to moving gravel because we're not allowed to haul 100% load, which is a completely full load of gravel. Because we can only haul like 75, 85%, and customers don't want to pay the extra money for that type of stuff. Let's see. Some companies will pay for your training and equipment for work on the North Slope. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe take a look at that. It's so frustrating because even the North Slope jobs, I got to apply online. There's a lot of ins and outs there. You kind of have to know somebody up there in order to get up there anyways. And I can't say that I was happy with life when I was working up there because I was away from the home for over 6 months out of the year. And yes, I was home for 6 months out of the year, but the first 2 or 3 days and the last 2 or 3 days of your R&R really aren't that great. So you go up for 2 weeks, you come back down for 2 weeks, and you always imagine like, oh yeah, that would be an amazing way to live life. And for some people, it works for them. But it's broken up a lot of marriages. There's a lot of negatives to being that far away, especially when something bad happens in the family and you can't just be at home and take care of things. That's when you gotta have a good network of other relatives and family and stuff like that. Okay. I don't know, once in a while, this is how I used to find jobs. You know, when I first moved to Alaska, I would just drive around and just look at places, see who's got what going on, and then I might actually go to work for somebody randomly. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of my connections right now, they're in the gravel hauling business, and if we're not moving gravel right at the moment, then it's still hard to get a job because even if I got a gravel job, I still have to wait for a period of time. It's a bummer. I'm gonna turn down here. We'll take a trip up this creepy alley. Let's see, Gamble Street. Now this is like an old alley. Sometimes you can see some interesting things on these out. They cleaned this area up. There used to be a bunch of just crap random stuff thrown on this little spot here. Oh, what to do. A guy's got to make money somehow. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Oh, wow. There used to be a house right here, and they tore that down. That's different. Huh. I don't know who's supposed to stop, so I'll just stop. Wait for this guy to get out of my way. I don't care. I'm not in a rush. Whee! Who are these guys? What do they got going on? Huh. Pacific Asphalt. They do asphalt work. And there's not a lot of asphalt work going on now either because nobody wants to haul a partial load of asphalt. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck in limbo for a period of time. That's why I was hoping one of these bigger trucking companies might take me on, but it's okay. No matter what, we'll figure it out. Well, here, again, this is going to take us down into some older, interesting neighborhoods on the south side. Even though the south side is a little bit newer, there are some older homes that were here when the south side was starting to get developed. Go take a look at that. Everybody pays $1 million for a view. I mean, it's so funny how some of these homes, they're only expensive because of what you can see out the window, and then everybody pulls the curtains closed because there's too much sunshine. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that all works. Meanwhile, this is what we do while we wait for stuff to start. It's frustrating too because you guys can see through the lens that it's just beautiful dry roads and not a lot goes on right now because yeah, we got these road restrictions, and the road restrictions are put on so the ground can thaw out. That way the big heavy trucks and loads and stuff like that don't tear. Another one of our wonderful roundabouts. We love roundabouts. I don't love them. I kind of think they're ridiculous, but it's better than a stop sign in most cases. It's one of those love-hate relationships. I've kind of grown to like roundabouts over time because I have seen evidence how they alleviate backups and long waits and traffic lights. Holy cow, it must have been like a school day over there. There's like 100 bicycles locked up on the bike rack. There's not a lot of homeless over here, so that you can kind of safely leave your stuff out on this side of town. Get my hat off. I don't need my hat. You guys aren't staring at my head. Now, a few years ago, when the pandemic was going on, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff to do. The wife and I, we used to drive around quite often just for something to do, and we got small children, so we were, kind of going all over town looking for parks for the kids to play in. We found a lot of amazing parks. Anchorage is full of parks and green spaces. We got, I think the wife looked it up. It's like 100 and something miles of bike path here in this town that get used like all the time. Even in the wintertime, people are out here riding fat tire bikes. These are the $1 million view homes over here because they look straight off over the inlet. They can see way down there, all the way across. You can see the mountains. This road over here is called Ocean View. It's one of the many suburbs we have outside the main city. Wow, that was a beautiful home back there, gorgeous. And again, they got a $1 million view out the backyard. So all these homes off to the right-hand side, they just see everything across the ocean. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, I can't afford to live in a place like that. Probably never will. But now here's the downside to living in a spot like this, is if the ground's not good underneath here and we have another major earthquake, you know, all these homes right through here could literally just go down and be stuck in a mud flat. Be no more. And then the people on the right-hand side of the road might have an oceanfront view when these homes fall down. And I'm sure that's like the joke of some of these neighborhoods. They're just waiting for the next earthquake so they can get a better view. Damage everything right through here. It would screw it up real bad. And the last earthquake we had, the bigger one, I mean, that was scary. That was terrifying. I mean, the house was shaking. My daughter was just an infant, and she was in one of those little baby swings that rock you back and forth. When that earthquake happened, she was across the living room from me, and it shook the house so bad that she was lifted up out of the seat and just terrified for obvious reasons, because she didn't know what was going on. And babies have this real sensitive inner ear, so I'm pretty sure because she started crying before the earthquake happened. You know, kind of like a dog or a cat would freak out, you know, before a major event happened. No train horn. That means they don't honk the horn when they come across this intersection here. Just to be nice to the people that live here. I'm guessing all these wealthier people called called down to the railroad and told them to stop honking their horn when they come by here. Yeah, beautiful place, man. I would love to live in this neighborhood here. Nice and quiet, looks safe. It's not too busy. The only problem is, it depends on if you get a bad neighbor. You know, one of those neighbors that gets upset about every little stinking thing you do. You know, they don't like the color of your car or something ridiculous, or you left a toy out in the grass. I don't like the HOAs. You know, the little creepy HOAs that tell you can't do this or that. You left your trash can out for too long. Well, sorry, I was at work, you know. It happens. Yeah, they don't like that. I need to head back across town anyways. I need to head home and regroup and figure out what the heck I'm doing. Where I'm gonna, you know, it's kind of pointless to walk into places now and say you're looking for a job, because they don't want to hear it. Receptionist doesn't put you through to anybody. You know, when you walk in the door, they're like, oh, well, go talk to this guy over here. And it doesn't happen like it used to. It's a dang shame. Got another roundabout up here. Hey, I see somebody doing something in there. I don't have time to read the chat, unfortunately, because I'm driving around. If I'm at a traffic light, I'll take a quick look-see. So if there's anything you're saying or want to say again, you got to kind of wait until I get to a traffic light. I might be able to see it, but I'm not going to waste too much time on that. We're just taking a ride around, man. This is Alaska. It's not every day you get to drive around Anchorage, especially if you live across the world. Yeah, I'm just frustrated. What is wrong there? Why is it doing that? Stop that. Let's see if I got something on the windshield. Sometimes I get something on the windshield. I don't like that. If I get to a light, I'm going to try to adjust this a little bit better. But it shouldn't be doing that. The camera likes to autofocus on the closest thing. So if there's a speck of dirt or a speck of dust on the windshield, it'll try to autofocus on that. See if I can pull you guys a little further away. Okay. That's about as far as I can get you away from the windshield, so that might help. Stop playing on your phone and get going. Yeehaw! Well, yeah, here in about another month when the tourists show up, I mean, it's going to be so busy around here. mean, everybody's going to be back to work that's looking for work. It's just trying to get through, the next few weeks, and I'll have something to do. There's a lot of service type jobs up here. Those were the jobs that went by the wayside during the pandemic, because a lot of people, the restaurants didn't know what the hell to do, so they were all closed for a while. Many of them just mothballed and left the state. And in the last 2 years is when a lot of them started coming back. But a lot has changed up here in the last 4 years. Nothing's improved. It's getting worse. Definitely getting worse. There's a Body Renew over there. If you guys want a gym membership, you can always sign up there and go work out. This is a pretty busy gym over here. There's people on this side of town, they have a little bit more money, so they can afford gym memberships. I've got nothing against working out. I like to go work out if I can, but I can't afford a gym membership. Can't even afford food right now, so what a great time to start fasting. It's when you can't afford food. It just so happened that I was fasting anyways, so it kind of works out. So I'm not going to be eating. Probably, I think I'll have my next meal on Friday. So I started a 65-hour fast last night. I had 2 healthy meals last night. Now I'm gonna fast until Friday. I'm still right around 300 pounds, trying to just get down below 300 pounds and stay there. I should probably go get my mountain bike out and be riding around instead of driving around. Wow, Target, their Target sign is white. I don't know why. Maybe the blew off of it. It used to be a red circle. Now it's white. Oh no, they changed it to a white circle. Anybody notice that? Or is that one of those weird things that I thought it used to be a red circle? It's a white circle now. Am I nuts? I probably am. I don't know. I could have sworn the Target emblem was red. It used to be red, right? Please tell me that it used to be red and it's not one of those things that, everybody thinks it's white and it used to be red for some people, but not for everybody. What do they call that? That's a stupid trick of the brain. Let's see what's going on here. Slope has lots of work. Just get up there. Okay. I might pull over to check that comment out if you're still in here. Depends on what you're talking about. I'll find a place to pull over, see if I can scroll through. But yeah, what place has got tons of work and what type of work? Oh, there's a bunch of new trucks over there. And they're all sitting. Ugh, bummer. They're all sitting. Oh, I could have pulled over right there. I should have. Actually, I can pull over anywhere right here. Wow. Yeah, it's getting further on up the road. But yeah, that's the thing, guys. You gotta know somebody. I can apply all day long to like 20 different slope companies, and they won't even look at my stuff. I gotta either be, a certain percentage of Alaska Native, or have X, Y, and Z for experience in whatever field they're hiring for. Working on a rig, I've done that. I found out the hard way. I am not a roughneck. And yeah, I sincerely apologize. Wow, everybody, you were a nice dude. Jumped on the conclusions too soon. I don't know what's going on there. It's all good, man. All of it. It's all good. But yeah, let's let's say I applied for a job on the North Slope with one of the outfits. It's still a process of doing the application, getting the application approved, somebody looking at it. So that whole process there is going to take at least a week. And then it's going to take a week or two to do the orientation and all the pre-employment type stuff. So there's 2 weeks sucked up already just trying to get a good job. And then by that time, in the next couple of weeks, a lot of the trucking jobs, the local stuff that I normally do, those will start kicking off. So then there's the conundrum of having a job and not having a job all at the same time. And then there's good money that you can make immediately, or there's other good money you can make after you wait a period of time. Yeah, crazy. I've been thinking about McKenna Brothers. But McKenna Brothers likes to send you out for a long time. They like to send you way out, like out in the middle of nowhere, like Glen Allen and Toke, these road projects, which pay fantastic. But like being on the North Slope, you don't really have the option just to come home. Yeah, we're cruising down C Street. This is heading towards town. Got a red light up here. How annoying. How annoying life can be. So that interview I did, wow, that is not chained down. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, he did an okay job. Oh, he's got a strap, a chain. No, that is not chained down correctly, that bucket over there. That's nuts. Belgian carnivore. Hey, what's up there? Slope says tons of job. Nobody can. Why are you talking bad on your neighbors? They are also human, just like you. Man, that's cool. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not talking bad about my neighbors. I love my neighbors. My neighbors definitely aren't on this side of town. Let's see, 6 months off. It's almost worse than 6 months on as well. Yeah, that's true. Time to make Alaska like California. That's what we're doing up here, is we're turning Alaska into California. And a lot of their politics and a lot of the nonsense that we don't like about California is making its way up here really fast. But that happens. So that's why people live far outside of Anchorage. They move out of Anchorage. They go to places like Eagle River and Wasilla, Palmer, further north is Sutton and Toke, Talkeetna. There's not a whole lot of California stuff going on in Talkeetna, I tell you that. But that's a different way of life out there. There's not a lot of jobs either. I think one of the biggest employers in Talkeetna might be the gas station, the main gas station. People working at like Subway, being a cashier and stuff like that. That's fine if you're already established and your home's already built. You got a nice place to live, a nice place through the winter, and you're all set up. But yeah, it's not a great idea to move up there and not have anything, because there's just not a lot going on in there. Whatever, just drive. This is what I do for a living, drive. I enjoy it. I mean, I need to get paid to do it. Unfortunately, we don't get paid to do this. We're just kind of hanging out with people on the internet and hoping to have some fun. We're in Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah, I don't know, for something's sakes. What in the world? For Google's sakes. Where do you come up with stuff? Wow, Adrian Garcia, you're different. What's going on with you today? Hope you're having a good day. But I see people make those weird little comments like that. I just associate it with a 12-year-old that thinks they're going to be turning 13 soon and know something. That's kind of how I imagine people being. Oh yeah, I gotta start heading back home. I gotta regroup, come up with an idea who to talk to. So usually what happens is I'll drive all the way across town, go home, and then somebody will want me on the other side of town to talk to or something like that. So yeah, it's just how it goes. look. I don't know. What am I doing? Where am I going? That's a good company, except you need a twin card, you need a hazmat to work with them. I don't have either one. That's something else I'd probably need to have if I went north, is a twin card and a hazmat if I was going to be driving a truck. Because everything on the North Slope is dealing with hydrocarbons and fuels and oil, lubricants. There's a lot of hazmat, hazwalker type training up north. But it might be different this time if I went up there, since I lost 135 pounds in the last year. It might be a lot more fun working up north, because I figured out how to eat. I figured out how to eat food and then not gain weight. And I also practice fasting now, which is something I never did before. I just ate whatever, whenever, just like anybody else in the world. It seemed like, you know, that was just normal for me for so long. And I got sick and tired of the normal, because normal didn't seem like it was doing us any good. But you know, when you start doing something that's a restrictive type diet, you start getting rid of all the other stuff that made things confusing. You know, that's when all the geniuses start attacking you for what you're doing. Like, even if I were to go to the gym and start losing weight at the gym, getting fit, you know, toning my body, you know, there'd be some ding dong out there, you know, making fun of that too. It's just trying to weed out the ding dongs in your life. There we got Walmart. Homeless people sitting out front, sleeping on the lawn. This is what they do. They just hang out on the grass in the daytime. It gets a lot of sun through here, so they can stay warm. Yeah, these people are just like laid out on a tarp. What in the world? Crazy. Yep, if I don't get busy, that's going to be me. We're going to be laid out on a tarp, hanging out in front of Walmart, walking around the medians, asking for some change. I could probably make more money doing it that way. Wow, that vehicle is just all torn apart sitting there. Oh, what to do, where to go, who to talk to, who to apply with. So frustrating applying for jobs. I mean, even if you were to apply for a job at Papa John's, you got to go through this crazy website, and this is just to work at a pizza place. And it takes 3 to 4 days, sometimes a week, to complete the process, the hiring process. And then you got to fill out a freaking survey for like hours just to get a job that doesn't pay that. It's no wonder why we're having problems finding service industry type people. But when I was delivering pizza, I wasn't getting a lot of hours, but I was making about $25 to $45 an hour, you know, with the hourly rate plus tips. So I mean, pizza delivery, people that are doing pizza delivery making pretty good money, but you got to figure in the wear and tear on your vehicle, your insurance, the cost of fuel, that all comes out of your pocket. Now, some of these companies are giving a fuel discount, and some are offering an insurance discount for your insurance. Because liability coverage does not cover you in an accident if you're delivering pizza. You gotta have full coverage. You gotta have a certain type of coverage too, even for DoorDash or Instacart. People don't know that. Geico does not offer that type of insurance. That's why we had to change over to State Farm. You know, because my wife does DoorDash and Instacart, and we wanted to make sure she was covered in an accident. We got full coverage on the vehicles anyways, but if she got into an accident, you know, doing Instacart with Geico, and they found out she was working, I mean, that would have just trashed their insurance rating, and we wouldn't have insurance anymore. LGP, let's go Brandon. Yeah, let's not go Brandon. Brandon can go be a ghost somewhere. Yeah, what's up, buddy? Hello from Medicine Hats. Alright, we're heading into downtown Anchorage. nothing too amazing over here. Yeah, we're gonna start heading into the house. I need to get some water. Anyways. Just glad I get pretty good fuel mileage in this old Jeep. If not, I wouldn't be running across town like that. And it's a gorgeous day. Yeah, I'm probably gonna break out the mountain bike. I might try to do a live stream later on the mountain bike. Somebody did ask me to see if I could do that. I don't know if it's how it's gonna work, how shaky it's gonna be, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride, but I need to go exploring, and I think it's warm enough today that I can get out and do this exploring. I'm not working anyways, so what the hell? I don't know. Might have to start calling some friends, see where they're picking up their food boxes. That's how ridiculous things are getting. Yeah, big truck hauling stacks. That's a heavy load there. I'm surprised you're allowed to haul that right now. There must be something going on. This road here must be 100%. I don't foresee that's not 100% load there. They might have changed the restriction for these two highways here. Big load sack. Beep, beep. Let's go. It's got its flashers on for something. It's got a flat tire. I know that, right in the center axle there. That's flat. No sense telling him. He's probably been told about 30 times coming across town, like, hey, you got a flat tire. That looked like a day cab, so I don't imagine that he's going all the way out of town. He's probably coming back over here. I guess their terminal's right over here, so he's got to go to his terminal and get that tire repaired. Then they'll hook that up in a set of doubles, and then that'll go north later tonight. That's typically what happens is we got these little day cabs. They run all over Anchorage during the daytime. They pick up all the freight in the daytime. And that's something I do right now. If somebody would call me and say, hey, we can do this, I'd definitely jump on something like that. A year-round type job wouldn't be bad. You know, even though trucking in Anchorage is miserable, it's absolutely miserable in the wintertime. But it's still a good job. It keeps you in town, keeps you paid, keeps you fed, keeps you busy. It's not bad. And I've already applied for those places. Well, yeah, gorgeous day, guys. It's like no freaking clouds up there. Just a little wispy clouds up there. I cannot complain. The mountains got a little bit of fresh snow on them last night, but only way up high. It's still getting cold at night. Hey, that guy's hauling stuff. Who are you? Dirtworks? They're moving some equipment around. I would love to be moving equipment right now, getting these job sites set up. Guy there hauling septic tanks. He works for Sourdough. That's another company I'd jump on with too, doing local freight. Flatbed work. I love flatbed work. It really works out the arms. It's a good workout. Homeless people living behind the store over there. people are out of work. I don't know how they're surviving, because I'm used to paying for everything out of my pocket. I'm not used to going and applying for stuff like food stamps, welfare, even unemployment. I still haven't applied for unemployment. And as soon as I apply for unemployment, I find a job. It's like, it usually works that fast. So maybe I should go apply for unemployment. I'll be working in a couple days. I don't know. What do you guys think? Doing 60 mile an hour, because when I get up to 65, 70, these things get a little scary. Well, of course you can cut out in front of me. I'm the slower car anyways. I don't go very fast. I don't mind. Go ahead. See you later. I know you don't have mirrors and you don't know how to use them. Direction in mind, except for I'm kind of waddling towards my home, trying to make it somewhat interesting for you guys that are there. You haven't seen Alaska, you haven't seen Anchorage. This is Anchorage in the springtime. This is what it looks like after the snow's gone. Just about a month ago, we had about 8-foot high snowbanks on both sides of the road. Do a pretty good job at removing the snow, but it takes time. That's a really cool church over there. I think it's a Russian church, I'm not sure. Yeah. 6th Ave, where does this road go? Let's go get lost. I think I know where it goes. Oh yeah, I know where I'm going. Here we come, and just walking down the street singing do-a-dee-dee. Yep. Hey, there's a trailer home over there. I like trailer homes. If I had enough money, I would probably collect trailer homes, because I just like them. They're so unique. You don't know what to expect when you walk in the door, because there's so many different layouts in a trailer home. People up here, they gut them, and then they redo the complete inside. And if I had the money, I would redo the one that I have now, because I think I could come up with a much better floor plan. I would actually move the kitchen into where the living room is, and then move the living room into the kitchen, and it would be, I wouldn't have this awkward island that I have in my house, because the island is very awkward. It's kind of right in the way when you open the front door. Oh, hey guys, what's up? The big 3-story house over here. This thing's huge. One thing I like about these older Jeeps is they got a lot of windows. And when I turn and look over my shoulder, it's amazing at the view that I get out the windows of this thing. You know, because you can, I mean, I can see everything just by turning my head. I can see everything over my shoulder. There's no real blind spots in these things, these older Jeeps. And plus, I can park this thing anywhere. I mean, I can park it in a ditch too. Yep. So yeah, I'm heading back to the house. I'm trying to come up with ideas on where to apply for work. I need to find work. I'm not working. Whenever this runs out, that'll be the last of that. I'll be completely without nicotine. I'm not gonna try to buy any more because I can't justify spending money. Just not a good idea. Crazy. FedEx, what's up, FedEx? Oh. Yeah, I love trailer parks. Trailer parks are freaking awesome. You never know what you're going to find in these places. The people, what's in their yards is interesting, and the trash that collects at times can be interesting too. It's spring cleanup, so you might find something cool, you know, left out by the street. Trailer park, just random stuff. Random stuff. You also might find a pothole that's going to take out your tire, and you'll never get home. You'll be stuck in a neighborhood you didn't want to be in. That guy's got a bathtub. Those old trailer bathtubs were so small. Like the original bathtubs that come in these trailer homes, they're so incredibly small. And then the floor on them's curved. So when I was renting a trailer home on the south side of town, I had a problem with the bathtub because it had this curve to it. So like when my wife or my children decided they were going to take a bath, they'd use like bubble bath, and then it would be horribly slick. This is like an off-road trail up here. Holy moly. So yeah, it was like it was dangerous sometimes taking a shower. And then we bought those little suction cup floor mats. That didn't make it much better. That was pretty bad. Crazy. I don't know. Let's go in here. See what's happening in here. This looks like a nightclub over here. This place is nuts. Huh. I don't know. I'll grab my clipboard because I got all my information in my clipboard to maybe look for work. Yeah, I don't know. Wish me luck, guys. I hope I'm gonna find work. I need 2 hands to do this. I need 3 hands to do this. What am I doing? My neighbors are probably like, you're freaking nuts. You're talking to yourself again. Let's get this figured out. This particular phone mount, I have to take it out with 2 hands, or I'm just crazy. Get out of the car. Lock the door. Ruh-roh, I got a phone call coming in. I don't know who that is. I don't even know how to answer it in a live stream. And they hung up. That fast, they hung up. Huh, crazy weird. My entryway is awesome. I love this place. Oh. With my luck, that was probably a job trying to call me. Tell me they want me to come in for an interview. That's just how the things work for me. In the middle of a live stream, people will be like, hey, what's up? You need to come to work for us. So I got to figure out how or if I can even look at it. I'm coming in here to my computer desk. Check out what that was. If anything. Said I missed a phone call. Let's see if I can do this here. Oh, that looks like it was a phone call from New Hampshire. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, let's get you guys set up here. Hold on. I'm fumbling around. We're in my house. Welcome home. Get this somewhat figured out. Okay, here we are. We're back at the computer. Like I said, I'm looking for work, guys. This hasn't been a fun experience trying to find a job. Now, years ago, I could just go anywhere. I walk in the door and I just go to work. I mean, almost everybody could. I don't know if you guys are old enough to know that experience. Let's see. I got beans and bologna. I've seen that video already a lot. I've got beans and bologna. Honey, come home. That's kind of where I'm at. I should start doing nonsense like that because that's a viral thing. I mean, whatever. Let's see, get in here. I don't have any new messages. I don't see. So I have a Microsoft computer. It seems like all these computers are like Microsoft, and Microsoft, for some reason, they don't like Google anything. So if you're trying to use anything on Google, it's a pain in the butt. You're trying to download apps from Google, it's a pain in the butt. I was able to download the Brave search engine on here, and that works pretty good. I use that on my cell phone a lot because it just doesn't. It's got a lot more security. And also, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you actually watch YouTube videos a lot and you're tired of the commercials, you can download an application called Brave. And then if you log in through that Brave search engine, you don't get the commercials. You're not helping out the channels because the channels, that's how they make money. Is a lot of them make money with the commercials. But it's just a way to get around the whole thing, because if you're using Google to enter in your YouTube, yeah, you're going to get commercials because YouTube and Google are they're married. They're two of the same thing. So yeah, fun things you learn when you actually create stuff on the internet and dig a little deeper. Remember when you outside went and then it finally happened? I don't know what that means. Okay. You get a job soon, bro. I hope so, Jay. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm not trying. Let's see. Should apply for FedEx. FedEx here does not treat their employees that great. There's a FedEx ground across from the airport. And when I used to work for a different company, I used to sit at the post office because that was my job, moving around postal trailers. And I'd sit there and I'd watch the ambulances. There was just nonstop ambulances coming in and out of the FedEx ground facility, or the FedEx air facility, right at the airport. They were literally on the runway. So they're the guys that unload all the air freight to come in, bring it in the building, put it on the small trucks, and then it heads all over town. But there was just nonstop ambulances going in there. So I started asking people that I bumped into on occasion. I was like, hey, you work over there? And they're like, yeah, there's always people getting hurt. And I was like, that doesn't sound like a great thing. Yeah, Alaska's a great place there, Damon. I'm just scrolling and back up through a lot of these comments because I missed 90% of everything here. We're going to see who was in here in the beginning. Weather-wise, when does it start getting cold? And when does it ease up? Boy, that really depends on the year. It really depends on the weather pattern when it gets cold. We try not to think about it too much. Now, September, August. I think August and October, it starts getting cold up here. Here comes Hero. Okay, thought of the day. Da-da-da. The worst part is everyone wants cover letters now. Yeah, they do. I don't know why they want cover letters for everything. They're really pointless. What you need to do is talk to the people, when they come in. I mean, because that gives you a lot of aspect as far as, whether you want to proceed with the application process or not. I'd rather talk to a person, than get a piece of paper and judge from a piece of paper whether this person is worthy to work for me or not. Because there's a lot more to a person than just what you can come up with for words. Moose's tooth. Yeah, I don't think I'd work out too well at Moose's tooth. Let's see. I love Anchorage. Hello, I've been trying to get in contact with you, but your vehicle's extended warranty program just wanted to make you laugh. Yeah, that's a great one there. That was Doug. Thank you, Doug. Let's see. Some companies will pay for training and equipment on the North Slope. Yeah, got that one already. Got a buddy that does gull work up Mistras up there. Yeah. I mean, I'm not in shape enough to go back to like a roughneck type job. I'm not there yet. That would take some time. Nope. Don't want to make California. You don't want to make Alaska, California. That's bad news. All right. Edging to your stream. Okay. This brings me back to my childhood, Palmer, Alaska. Palmer, I like Palmer. I mean, if I found the right job and the right opportunity, I would move to Palmer. The one thing that Palmer lacks is it's always windy. Always windy in Palmer. You're getting wind. You're getting all that wind off the glacier coming straight down through the river. And then it's just all the glacier silt too. That's not that great.
Not going to worry about those. I already read those. Slopes is tons of work. Yeah, losing live. Yeah, I never got an answer for that. FU, this is in Alaska. Yeah, we read most of these already. I'm just cruising through the previous comments that were already made here. Most of these people are probably already timed out. Mosquito heaven. Is he? Now the funny thing is, where I live in here in town is there's no mosquitoes here. The old trailer park on the south side, we had a little creek, and it's not really even. It wasn't like moving water. It was just kind of stagnant water. It was mosquito heaven there. It was horrible. But the nice part about living on that side of town was, as if I opened up my back door of the trailer or the back window, and then I opened up my front door, we got this breeze that came off the inlet that would just run straight through the home and just cool the place off in like 10 minutes. So it didn't matter how hot it was when you got home, you could cool it off. You should apply for FedEx. No, it was fate. You get a job soon. Yep, trying. Remember when the outside went, and then it finally happened. Do you like shoes, Crocs? I don't like wearing Crocs because throughout the pandemic, there was a thing where everybody was wearing slippers and flat shoes. Uh, what's it called? Plantar fasciitis is a thing that happened to a lot of people as a result of the pandemic, because everybody was just sitting at home and basically working from home. And when you're at home, you tend to either not wear shoes or anything with support. So plantar fasciitis got a lot of people, and it's horribly painful. If you've never had it, I don't wish you have it ever, because I don't want anybody to have that. It hurts. Let's see, when you were and did not think about it to do strongly, making it come around at the end of it. FedEx work you too hard. FedEx probably would work me too hard. I don't know if I could hang with those kids, because the majority of those kids, they're young. There's a lot of them that come over from the islands of Samoa that they work there. Let's see. Please don't vape. My uncle used to vape. Yeah, I'm going to continue to vape. It keeps me from hurting people. Yeah, you like that hairline. Yeah, that is a thing. Let's see. Hit the blinker. Silver rules, almost $30 an ounce. Yeah, I wish I had some extra silver. But let's see what we got going on here. Anything. So on these Microsoft computers, when I'm trying to just search up regular businesses and stuff, it makes it a pain in the butt, because if I type in the name of places, it takes me to these other pages that I'm not looking for. I don't even know what Microsoft Edge is. You guys know what Microsoft Edge? I'm going to click on it. I don't even know what this is. Looks like it's a search engine. It might work for what I want. Let's type in American Fast Freight. That's a company here. Now let's see if I can find a website for them. There we go. Nice. Okay. So Microsoft Edge works pretty good. Yeah, do you... No. What's wrong with you, Logan? Stop that. We could find something else to do. Make fun of my forehead or something, something original. That's just weird stuff you're talking about there. What is this? Why it was... That's not what I wanted. See, this is what happens is I get on here, and then I'm looking for a trucking company, and it sends me over to this other page, like this Odyssey page. I don't even know what this is about. That's not what I want. Odyssey. I mean, this is a company here. Ready to connect. Huh. What can I do with you? I don't know. They got Drive for Us. They are a company here, I believe. Let's click on that, see what happens. So far, nothing. Current openings. Odyssey, you're in the integral part of the team, and it's driving industry innovations connecting to the world. Join us on a journey where your role respected, your skills are valued, and your career can flourish. Oh, that would be great. I would love a career that flourishes. Cleveland, Ohio, Capoli, Soldotna, Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska. They're looking for CDLB drivers. I could do more. I could do that. CDLA drivers, average $25 an hour. Dry van Anchorage, company drivers, 12 months driving of assigned trucks in local environment, household goods, and various customers. CDLA driver, That's a different place. Huh. Let's hit the learn more tab. See what they want to do there. That's a 5 head. There you go. Like my ring. I had to get a new wedding ring because I lost so much weight. My other one, I loved it. I got it out of Hawaii. I think it came out of Maui, and the company that made it might have burned up in those fires, the random weird fires that happened over there, you know, with the crazy lasers from the sky. And it only hit certain places and it didn't hit other places. It was just the most random thing. But yeah, this wedding ring here is made by an Alaskan native from one of the villages. I bought it at one of the conventions they had here through the Ferrandi Festival. And I was kind of happy because the wife was getting upset. My wife, Mylene, she was mad because I wasn't wearing my wedding ring for so long and I was creating all these videos. You know how women are. They get upset. I clicked the button. What are you doing? See, why? Why do I have to go through this? Why can't I just walk to your door, ask for an application, fill it out, bring it back in an hour? And now it doesn't take me anywhere. It takes me to a page that says 301. Let's try refreshing the page. Sometimes that works. Nope. Still nothing. So this is a problem. You're applying for jobs online. They give you these awesome little things to, you know, try to apply for jobs. And chances are they don't even know their website's broken. So we're going to click on this CDLB driver job because it doesn't really matter who I apply for or how I apply for it, as long as they have all my information. And this didn't take me to anything else either. It just says CDLB driver, Anchorage, Alaska. And it's a stupid page that doesn't do anything. So I have no way of filling out an application, is what I'm gathering. Okay. So I wonder how these people find drivers. If it's like, this is the career link. This is the career link I'm looking at. So yeah, is Alaska in Canada or Russia? It's in between. Or in the United States technically, but yeah, we're kind of the outskirts of everything. Grow buds. That's a great way to make money up here. Although I got out of that. I don't like growing pot. There's a lot of work. I mean, it's not like you just up and grow. Some people have an easier time with it than others. You know, if you screw up a grow, it really screws up the works. Because yeah, you were talking like before they legalized it up here, you were talking like $9,000 per grow. I mean, which is pretty good. And you're only waiting so many weeks. And then your flower comes out, you harvest, you dry it out, you sell it. Everybody wants it. All right, let's see how. Let's hit the reset. There's a reset button up here. Okay. And then we're going to try filing this down to just Alaska so I can see all the Alaska jobs here. See what we have here. Soldotna, Alaska. CDLB driver Anchorage, 21 to 24. CDLA, $25 hourly. Fairbanks, Anchorage. Company driver, local CDL company driver in Fairbanks. All right. Now we're going to try this one more time. I reset the page. So if I can find one of these that works, how do I get to the application part? Why? And again, it takes me to crap. All right, we're going to spin you guys around so you can see what the hell I'm looking at. This is bull crap. I don't know why we're doing this stuff. So yeah, this is what I got going on here. I'm just trying to look for an application here. And we're talking about job search. This is the Odyssey site. Now, I got no qualms with the company. I just have problems with trying. So, like, this is the current openings. State, type of equipment, reset, doesn't matter. But, yeah, CDL driver jobs, CDLB driver jobs. I haven't clicked this one yet. But this is the only thing that I can do. I can't click on anything else. But if I click to learn more, let's see if that takes me to something this time. And it's this. It's like, what is this? What do you do with that? How do you get a job through that? You don't. It takes me to Facebook. Then I have this little message icon. What do you want me to say? Chat now to Odyssey Logistics. where we are dedicated to let's start a chat, see what happens. No, I don't want to do all that. Okay, let's figure this out here. Since I'm going to be putting in personal stuff, I'm not going to have you guys staring at my screen. Let's see, crabs, king crabs, big money. Yeah, but you got to be doing it during the crab season. So I'm going to type in my name. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. I don't have a question. We'll see if I get a response. I might get a response. I might not too. I gotta correct my freaking words here. So, all right, yeah, I put in my information so they can get back with me. They got my email address now. I put in website not working correctly for job postings. Let's see. Well, there's a link. Driver application. Oh, and it takes me back. It takes me right back to this. Oh my goodness. All right. So now let's go back. You're in the way. Now I have this silly chat thing in my way and I don't know how to get rid of it. There, go away. I'm going to click on this again. Oh my goodness. This is not okay. This is why people aren't working. Is this crap right here? All right, we're going to hit chat now again. I'm not very good at typing. Website not working for job postings. 301 on screen. Sometimes that's helpful. I mean, even if they don't respond to me, all right, they know there's a problem, so other people can apply. So yeah, we're just going to start that chat. There we go. Welcome to Odyssey Logistics, where we are dedicated to providing exceptional logistics solutions tailored to meet your unique business needs. Okay, that's nice. I'm going to get out of here because there's nothing I can do at this point. I'll have to, yeah, get me out of here. Stop it. I have like 21 prompts. All right. So originally I was trying to get to American Fast Freight's website because I know they have an online application process, but since I'm using an outside server, and I think this one might be Bing. I'm using Microsoft Bing. It's when I click on it, it takes me to something else that I shouldn't be dealing with. I don't know why. So that seems like a dead end. Let's see. I don't know who else I can think of. I've applied for Carlisle, applied for Weaver Brothers. Hey, thank you there, Commander Saltwater. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out a job for me because I need to go to work. I need to go to work soon, like yesterday, last week, maybe a month ago. I'm in that kind of situation. I mean, we're not going to be homeless anytime soon, but it's just why is this so hard? Why does this have to be so hard? And this is why I do like gravel type work, like I haul dirt. But if I could go to work like within the week, I'd be okay. I'd be set. But with the road restrictions, we don't know when they're coming off, and it keeps getting cold. It keeps trying to snow. And the longer it stays cold, the longer the road restrictions tend to last. And they've been known to last for a really long time. And if they last too long, then there's going to be a lot more drivers like myself in a bad situation. So I can get to their application, American Fast Freight's application, through another website called In. Like there's employment websites, and those things are nonsense. I've tried using them before, like Indeed, and all I get is a bunch of freaking spam nonsense. And I know where it's coming from, because that's the only time that I start getting spammed a lot, is when I use these hiring things, like different websites like Indeed or job posting type websites. I believe in you. You can get through this, man. Yeah, we're definitely get through this one way or another. I don't know why it's getting so glitchy. It's like my Wi-Fi router is right here. It shouldn't be glitchy at all. That bugs me. Okay, I got a message just came in. I don't know what that's about. YouTube, Big Man Alaska, remix music. I don't need that. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to need my phone. So I'm going to have to back out of here. I don't think I can do much of anything. I wonder what happens if I do this. I'm just messing around here. Ooh, what happens if I do that? Okay, so if I try to do anything else, it prompts me to ask if I want to stop streaming. Okay, just messing with settings. I dipped out. Okay, don't do that. That doesn't work good. What do these buttons do? Okay. There, that looks ridiculous. What in the world? That's not glamorous. These are filters. Do I look beautiful? All right, try this one. Beam. No, 8mm. Well, that looks kind of cool. I'm not horribly against that one there. That one's fun. Dawn. Is that Dawn? No, that's 8mm. Let's try this one. Dawn. Nope. No. Don't like that. Silver screen. That'd be good for a photo. Yeah, I like that one. It's got the little glitch going on there. Oh, I got sketch. Let's see what that. No. And that's the end of it. Which one did I like before? Was it this one? No, it was that one. I kind of like this one here. Hey, Demon View, thank you there. Thank goodness I thought you were getting spam, because I kept posting your email address everywhere online. Yeah, thanks, man. You're a buddy like that. I appreciate it. 8mm is kind of cool. It gives it some nice color, some nice aspect. You see, web developer. No, I can't. My computer savviness is it extends to, I can barely upload YouTube videos. I have a hard time with the settings for setting a live stream up too. There's some settings required there. But yeah, Demon View. Yeah, we're just looking around for a freaking job. I mean, I drove all over Anchorage. I went across town. I dropped a resume off with a pretty decent company, I think, and I would work for them, but they don't have any trucks available right now. So that means they don't have any job opportunities at the moment. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck. I've also applied for some of the bigger companies here. Let's see, Sourdough is one of them. They drive the red trucks in town. Carlisle's another one. I've worked for Carlisle in the past, but that was before they did the company got bought out. And I don't know if they would take me on, but like I said, I applied through what links they have, put the information in. I haven't heard anything back. Now, I don't know if they just don't need drivers right now, because I don't know. I don't have the ability to talk to a person. I can call the receptionist, but she's just going to ask me to be directed to somebody. And that doesn't help. Let's see. I took a screenshot of you, tattoo artist, and got a tattoo for you on my lower back. That's pretty cool. What experience do you have? I can help you find a job. Well, I'm a truck driver. I've been driving since 1996. Pretty much everything. I just currently don't hold a hazmat, and that's a problem. And in order to get a hazmat, it requires some time and some money. Plus I have to go take the course, and then I have to pay the money to put the hazmat on the license. I don't have that right now. I don't have money to justify that right now. And normally, if these companies pick you up, they'll give you, a month, get you some paychecks in there, get your bills caught up, and then you can go get your hazmat taken care of. And then while you're doing your hazmat and your background check for your hazmat, you might as well be doing your TWIC card at the same time. and the TWIC card allows us access to any port in the country. So I can get on any port here in Alaska, and we have several. We have a port in Whittier. We have a port in I believe it's Soldotna or Seward. There's another port, of course, here in Anchorage, Valdez. So all those shipping ports, where they're doing business, I can get on and do stuff. Alaska too. That's another big company up here. Let's see. Wow, that's an interesting thing. My uncle drove trucks. Yeah, truck driving's pretty good. But I had a problem there not too long ago. Over a year ago, I started gaining weight. I was gaining a lot of weight. I'm pretty heavy right now, but I can do stuff now. I can bend down and touch my toes, pick stuff up off the ground. But I did that through a process of weight loss, learning how to fast and eating correctly. And now that I'm in a better position, health-wise, is I can easily readjust to, more physical type of truck driving aspects, like flatbed work, for instance, gets you in shape lightning fast. And you're getting in shape so quick you don't even realize it, because breaking out your chains and straps and doing binders, rolling up straps, just cleaning up your gear, it's all a physical workout, and it's just part of your job. So you don't even notice you're working out at that point. Getting in and out of the truck, opening doors, disconnecting trailers, it's all exercise. Hopping up on and off the trailer, that takes a lot of energy. And people, if you're healthy, you kind of disregard the fact that you're okay. But when you get unhealthy and you can't do those things anymore, it makes it really difficult. I don't even know what that means. Oh, I think I know what that means. It might mean like thank you or something like that. I'm not sure. I'll pray for you, find a job. Hey, I appreciate the prayers. Prayers are important all day long. I'll take somebody's prayers and blessings. And I do pray. God always provides. I always have to remember that. God provides what I need, no matter what. And he might just be telling me to just chill out for a minute. And I take that into consideration. Although I do believe I'm supposed to at least look at opportunities and come up with ideas and what I can do. But it'll happen. Man, this Alaska weather is crazy this year. It's windy and snowy here where I'm at. Okay, Whiteout, where are you at in Alaska? What part of, you don't have to give me your address, just what part. But yeah, it has been crazy. A friend of mine living out in Wasilla, it was all kinds of weather yesterday. I went from sunny, beautiful, all of a sudden it started hailing, and then an hour later it was sunny again, and then it got windy, and then it got cold, and it was just, yeah, we don't know what the weather's going to do, but right now it's calm. There's no wind. The sun is out. It's beautiful. Can't complain. I should probably be charging my phone while I'm doing this, because as soon as I get off of this stream, I'm going to have to use my phone anyways for other stuff, maybe call some people, come up with some new ideas. Because right now we're in limbo. There's nothing going on. I mean, even the freight side of stuff there's not a lot going on. Let's see, northwest mouth of the Yukon River. I went and I delivered dynamite up there I ducked in off the Yukon River access on the Dalton Highway. It was crazy. I think what was the name of that village? I'm wanting to say Robertsville, but it was a ways. I had to get down onto the river, and I drove straight up the Yukon River. And I had a pilot car with me, and he was directing me there because there was a bunch of little cutoffs for this ice road. And the river's deep. There's some big boats that go up the Yukon River, but there were some cutoffs that went like right and left. And I think his job was mainly to, make sure I didn't accidentally turn off into one of those, because that's where the ice road broke through, or it just didn't work out in that particular spot. But it followed the sandbars all the way up through. So I wasn't on the river all the time with a load of dynamite. It was a scary trip. I mean, there is a serious butt pucker going on when you're driving on a river and you're looking over here off to your side out the window, and you can see water pumping up, coming out of a hole in the ice. And you're like, whoa, it kind of makes you a little nauseous. But yeah, there is a pucker factor that happens in your butt. It kind of tells you exactly how deep it is, because when you're getting real tight and you're like, yeah, that's a deep spot. And then when you're on a sandbar, you're kind of, and then you get back on the water again, and it's just process all the way to the village. Yeah, on my way out here on the coast of the Bering Sea. Yeah, I got friends that live up in Nome. I got family that lives up in Nome. I mean, I don't know. I got one family member. He has his own business, but I don't know if he needs help running his business or needs an extra employee or wants to even deal with trying to train somebody. I can try to call him, but that's going to take me away from here. That's not going to work out, but it might give me, because I would love to move to Nome. The process of moving there, finding a place to live and getting a vehicle and then moving the rest of the family and the belongings up to Nome is incredibly expensive. It's not like just up and going from Alaska down to Chicago. I mean, it would be easier for me to move from here down to the lower 48 than it would be from here up to Nome, because Nome, Alaska already comes with extra expenses. But there's so much, like on our free time, there's so much for us to do in Nome. I mean, we have family camp. We have family camps that have been well established. You can just drive out to them. But then again, you got to have a vehicle. You got to have the money to run out there and spend the time. You know, remote fishing where there's nobody. It's just us or my wife. My wife did some videos when she was in Nome, and she was catching some pretty amazing fish while she was up there. But yeah, all right, guys, I'm going to cut this stream right here. I'm going to check my phone, call back that number on the East Coast, see who that was. It didn't come up as a number I recognize, so we'll have to see who it was. Hopefully my mom is okay. She lives on the East Coast. She's elderly, and hopefully she's doing all right. But for the most part, every single number I have in my phone is connected from New Hampshire. Is connected to some sort of number, you know. So it's connected to a name. I don't know. Well, we'll keep you guys updated. I might do a live stream here a little bit later on the mountain bike because it's a beautiful day. Depending on what happens and when my wife gets back from the field trip with my daughter and we get everybody settled in at the house, we might do that later on. And yeah, we can take a mountain bike trip with my wife just around the bike pass in town, probably heading over towards Tudor, towards the hospitals, because they have some amazing walking paths and biking paths over there. And I've never been on them because I was so fat just walking around this one lake a couple of years ago, a little tiny lake at the hospital. It's less than a mile around this loop, but that almost killed me. And it hurt. My feet were hurting at that time. But, all right, guys, I just want to say God bless. I'm going to dip out here for a little while. I've been to New Hampshire a few years ago. Man, New Hampshire is awesome. I grew up there. I lived in a town called Bow. It's called spelled B-O-W. And we were just outside of Concord, New Hampshire, the state capital. And yeah, that was my stomping ground when I grew up. I was adopted out of here at 2 years old. And then I wound up being adopted to a family that was here in Alaska. They didn't live far away. Like the home that my adopted mom and dad, is literally over there. It's like less than a half a mile away from here. And I just found that out in a phone call with my mom on Mother's Day. Because I looked up the address, I looked up the house, sent her a picture of the old house and said, yeah, it's still standing. But yeah, that was kind of interesting conversation we had. So I'm going to give her a call. Have I ever been to Nashua? Yeah. So when I was a young kid, I used to ride skateboards, and Nashua is where one of the first skate parks was built. And it was a pretty cool skate park. And I helped with the construction, me and my friends, we were helped building the ramps. We helped with the set up some of the insurance policies so other people could come and ride safely. And if they got hurt, they weren't going to sue the skate park. You know, there is a risk when you're skating. I actually cracked 3 ribs falling off one of the ramps. I did a trick and it went bad, and I wound up riding or flying completely off the side of the ramp, and I landed on maybe my board or something, but I hit my ribs. I cracked 3 ribs. And I think I was out for a little while because I hit the ground pretty hard. We're talking about an 8-foot drop onto the concrete. And then I was also there on my motorcycle. So trying to get home with 3 cracked ribs on a motorcycle was not fun either. That was miserable. I was a miserable cow that time. But yeah, I've been to New Hampshire. I don't like the little turn lanes they have in there now. So it's a busy place. It's overpopulated. It was overpopulated when I left. I couldn't imagine what it looks like now. But if you were taking a road and wanted to turn around, you had to dip off in these little chutes. They would just hook around and come back. And then you're sitting at a traffic light getting ready to cross the street to turn back, the way you came. That was the only way to cross the road. That was annoying. It's almost as annoying as some of these random roundabouts we have here in Alaska. But okay, man, is this the late 1960s? Yeah, it's a silly little filter we got here. I figured I'd just put it on there. But yeah, I've been looking for jobs. I had a random phone call come in from New Hampshire. I don't know who it is or what it's from. Since I don't recognize the number, I hope it's not anything bad that happened to my mom. So yeah, we're going to duck out here, Felix. I appreciate you guys. And if you guys don't know, if you click these little 3 dots up here in the corner, it brings up an option to hit the like button. If you can hit that like button, that's great. I see a lot of the viewers are already dipping out. But yeah, I'm going to probably do another live stream later on this afternoon. And we're going to try this out on a mountain bike, see how this works. I have a way to attach my phone. I don't know if it's going to be reliable or not. So yeah, it's worth trying out. I mean, what's the big deal? It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. And nobody watches it. But yeah, the bike trails here are amazing. I do plan on getting out on them. I need to exercise some more. I need a haircut. You guys think I need a haircut? Look at this stuff. I got this dent on my head. Nobody knows where it came from. I don't even know where it came from. It just appeared one day. Somebody looked at me and were like, did you get hit in the head or somebody punch you? I'm like, no. Did something fall on your head? If anything, I should have a big giant gaping hole over here from a big truck one time. I wound up hitting my head on the window or the pillar. That hurt. That was no good. All right, guys, I'm going to dip out here. I got to figure out who called me here a second ago. So, all right, you guys take care. We'll be back on again not too long. And we fumble through the buttons and it's like that. We're out.